Hello everybody, my name is Jason Waters and today I'm going to be analyzing an interview for you today that has to do with United Airlines and the CEO apologizing.
There were calls this morning to boycott your brand. What did you think when you saw that video of a man being dragged off of one of your planes?
Oh, good morning, and thank you for having me. It's not so much what I thought, it's what I felt. Probably the word ashamed comes to mind. You know, as I think about our business and our people, the first thing I think is important to say is to apologize to Dr. Dow.
So right away, one thing that's very obvious is his eye contact. He's looking down, he's looking up, he's kind of looking all over the place, everywhere except actually at the woman. He does look at the woman, but it's rare. So with his eye contact, we can tell that maybe he is lying about how he feels. Another thing is the sincerity in his voice. He's saying words like ashamed or I felt like this, but the voice, the tone of his voice is only borderline convincing. One thing that he does do good is he says our family and our business, so he doesn't distance himself from the brand, which is a good thing. So another thing I want to point out is a little bit further down in the interview.
To again allow a little bit more common sense.
In the future, if no one voluntarily decides to leave a plane based on the amount of money that United is offering,
We're not going to put a law enforcement official to.
See right there, he just blatantly cuts the woman off. She wasn't even able to finish her question, and he actually does this a couple times throughout the interview. So he cuts her off, and that's associated with not answering questions directly, and you can kind of notice that throughout the interview. He doesn't really answer questions that have to do with what they did wrong or taking fault. He basically just apologizes in the video and says that we will do better. So the last thing I want to point out is at the end of the interview.
From that point on, I think we'll have to see.
Do you think he's at fault in any way?
No.
So right away, with regards to the question, we see his initial reaction. And based off his initial reaction, pausing, and then kind of the way that he looks down, we can assume that he does actually feel the man was at fault. And a lot of people would argue that maybe the man actually was. But in the interview, he's trying to apologize. And so that's really not the area that he wants to attack. And so he does say, no, absolutely not. But initially, we can kind of see that he does believe the man was a little bit at fault. So that's all from me today. Thank you for listening in.